Hi and welcome back, and welcome to 2022 for what is the most unnecessary post of 2022. I finally got my Hobbii knitting advent. It finally arrived and it's really cool. It arrived in a big box and now I'm going to unbox them because, let's see, it's the 4th of January right now, and I ordered these at the start of November, so definitely not quite in time to knit in December, but I figured I'd still unbox them, decide whether or not they were worth it, because if I was to get them again I would probably need to order them in August, October, September. That's even if they exist at that time of year. And talk about what my plans are for this year. Yeah. Because I have plans. Right, so we'll start with box one. So box one, nice box. Do enjoy the boxes. Don't know what I'm going to do with the boxes yet, but they're nice boxes. In here we have got 2 balls of Tweed Delight. Quite excited about this because I have got some Tweed Delight on order from Black Friday in a different shade, so it's nice to actually feel it rather than just buying it online. I'm not normally someone who buys a lot of acrylic yarn at all. It's 10% acrylic, 5% viscose, and the rest of it's wool, but it's quite nice. So there's 2 balls of that. There's a perm. Now the pom-pom's one of those removable magnetic ones, which is cool. There is a code for the pattern and a diary to write stuff in, which is nice. Oh, and one other thing here, or 2 other things. We've got a 24-hour nourishing hand cream, nice. And we've got a darning needle. So everything in here to complete a project. Here's Hello Rocky. Yeah, he's hanging out over the back. He's not just a throw pillow. And the noisy box, and the pattern for this one when downloaded is a hat, which is kind of a cute hat. I said it's a cute hat, not, you know, something to be snored at. Thank you. I think I will make this hat. A couple of reasons I'll explain a little bit later on, but it's a cute hat. Right, and then box number 2. The blue box. So box number 2, we've got another pattern, or a pattern link. We've got some sock yarn, and it's a reasonably nice sock yarn colour. A mohair. It's 30% mohair and the rest of it's nylon and acrylic, so makes me think socks. We've got a tube of hand cream. We've got a wool comb. And we've got a project bag. Love a project bag. Love a tote bag. Well, probably do almost anything for a tote bag. Yarn lover. Understatement of the century, really. Nice quality tote bag, to be honest. So, quite nice there. No darning needle, but we did get one in the week before, so unnecessary addition there. So, the point of this advent was to have 1 project per week in the month of December, which I thought was kind of cute, to be honest, because loved the idea of a project. What was it? Right, so the project is a pair of ruffled socks, which is cute. Don't know if I'll make the ruffles. Ruffles aren't really my style, but I will make the socks. So that's a win in my book. Yeah. Cute. Which brings us up to box number 3, which is the purple box. And the purple box has in it pattern. Yeah. Alright, so we've got a pair of tiny skizzers. We've got handmade labels. Oh, okay. Stretch wire, which is PVC in glittery purple. moisturising hand cream, 2 cones of very sparkly sequined polyester. Okay, that is my style. Love the colour. The colour is Zafira 55% cotton, 27% wool, 18% acrylic, and it matches my bedroom wall. And there's 3 balls of that, so that's kind of cute. It's the stretch PVC that has me confused. So the pattern for that one is, okay, not something I'm going to make, to be honest. It's a neck warmer. I can kind of see the point of it when you see the final image there, but it's not really my style. I will read the pattern and find out what the stretch PVC has to do with anything and where that goes. It must go around the yoke, surely. Looks like German short rows as well, which we all know aren't my forte yet. Yeah, just not my style. Like the yarn though, like the concept that so far we haven't just had 3 hats. We've got a hat, we've got a socks, we've got a neck warmer. Yeah. Box 4. Okay, colour palette. Have to say, winning. So we've got another Diablo mohair, which is 30% mohair and the rest of it's nylon and acrylic. And we've got a Highland wool, which actually is wool, and yet again matches my bedroom. Oh, we've got a multi-balm lip balm, and we've got, which I assume is wool wash, actually, some glittery nylon thread, 4 buttons, and some Moroccan mint tea. So, nice box, and the pattern, which ironically, I've only just realised that the patterns, the colour matches the box. It's slow of me to only just work that out, to be honest. And this is, oh, hand warmers. Kind of cute. Not really my style. Tempted to make mittens just to keep in the right theme. Just wondering if there's enough yarn to make a pair of mittens rather than just the hand warmers without the fingies. Maybe fingerless mittens? What's finger? Well, that basically is a hand warmer, isn't it? I definitely won't be putting the buttons on though. That's definitely not me. They're cute, but they're just not me. So, would I recommend the box? Let's see, it was $100 US, I think. It was a lot, anyway. And it's cute. I do think that, because they had a crochet version and they had a knit version, but I'm not very good at the old crochet. It's well packaged. It's pretty good quality stuff that's inside it. I don't know. I'm tempted to try ordering it again just so that I can do the knitting during December. But if I do, that kind of goes against everything I'm about to say for my plans for 2022. Or do I just hold on to these boxes and knit them then? I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, winter in New Zealand comes before then, so I imagine I'll probably start the hat well before, because the hat will be made. So I'll make the decision about the advent later on, but it was cute. I preferred it to the concepts of some of the other knitting advents I've seen where you get like a mini skein, because I'm still not sure what I would do with a mini skein. I did see one that was like mini skeins of hand-dyed yarn that would eventually by the end of the month give you enough that you could make a sweater out of it or a vest. But I don't know whether or not that doesn't. It appeals to me sort of, but it doesn't appeal to me sort of, because if it's a hand-dyed yarn and you really like it colour and you want to order more of it, there isn't going to be more of it. I like that this is for complete projects, that if you didn't have any of the supplies, you only really need the needles. I think for the price they probably could have put in a really cheap needle for each project, or made the projects fit on one set of needles and just put the needles in with the first box, because that would have been really doable and it wouldn't have been expensive on their end anyway. And that way it would have meant that if you didn't own anything and you got given this advent, you've got the whole lot. Yeah, so it's a bit pricey, but it's a nice concept. Yeah. So what is my plan for 2022, and why haven't I filmed Everything I Knit in December yet? Well, I haven't filmed the Everything I Knit in December yet because pretty much December came and hit me like a ton of bricks. Can't say I managed a lot of knitting towards the end of the month. Did start doing a test knit project that I had anticipated being able to finish by December, and I just haven't, because there hasn't been enough time to sit and knit. Bit of the old RSI, bit of a tendon strain issue. Yeah, so my plan is buy no yarn in 2022. So if I did order the Advent, does that count as yarn? I don't know. I don't know. It should count as yarn, I suppose. We shall see. We'll see how I go on the Buy No Yarn 2022. I own plenty of yarn. And as soon as I had this idea, I did then go and order some more yarn for a project that I would like to do. So I really don't have any reason to buy yarn at all. So that's the plan. Buy no yarn. Work through the stash for an entire year. I don't know how that's going to go. Technically I have enough. The bit that gets me is that if I decide that I need to make a gift for somebody and I don't have the yarn, what do I do then? Do I then force the project? Like, you know, use a yarn that I've already got? Or, I don't know, maybe I'll have to just have a negotiation with myself and or you if push comes to shove and I have to buy yarn. But surely I don't need to buy yarn. Surely I've got enough yarn and I can just work from what I've got. I will shop my yarn closet. That's what I should do. Currently I've got a project on the go which is looking really nice. It was meant to be finished for a New Year's Eve release, but it took a lot longer because working out the different sizes, you'll see, required some, not pattern hacking, but some clever pattern strategy. You'll see. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not going to buy any yarn, except maybe a yarn advent. We shall see how early they have these listed, because I thought that I was ordering it in plenty of time at the start of November, because at that point it was 17 days expected delivery to New Zealand, but it took 2 months. So I would be allowing 3 months just so that everything was here and organised and ready to go to knit along with the advent in December. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if the borders open up and travel gets to happen again, maybe I'll get to go to London with the Young Shakespeare Company. We shall see. I do love summer in London. I would like to go kayaking. I'm supposed to be running an 11k in Auckland at the end of this month. A little bit nervous about it, given the Omicron variant floating about and whether or not that's going ahead. But at some point I'm going to have to commit and book airline tickets, because I think it was about a year ago that I bought the ticket to enter the 11k run. Can I run 11k's at the moment? No, No, but I think I could run walk it. So that's a thing. If it had popped up at the time it was supposed to happen, but then, you know, everything got pushed out because of the pandemic, and then I think I would have been able to do the 10K at that point. Maybe. No, I would have been, yeah, because I was on track for that. But we shall see how we go anyway. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of plans. And normally at the start of the year I have heaps of plans because it's New Year's. I don't even have a New Year's resolution yet. So I need one. Other than buy no yarn. Maybe that's my resolution. I don't like it. A few years ago, my most successful New Year's resolution was to have a cooked breakfast every morning, and tick success. And that's been now probably 6 years. Good times, good times. Anyway, so welcome to 2022, everybody around the world, and it's been a pleasure so far. Hopefully I'll continue to see you on Fridays. Or Fridays New Zealand time. I don't know what time my videos come out. Rest of the world. Or whether or not that even works for the rest of the world. But yes, hopefully I'll continue seeing you on Fridays. Hopefully you'll still see new patterns on my website on Fridays. It's 8 o'clock New Zealand time for the patterns. So, hopefully 2022 isn't the dumpster fire that has been the last 2 years. And we can all have a jolly good time. It's looking at being about 32 degrees Celsius today. So if I want to do any knitting, I should turn the air conditioning on and do that early, because it's going to get horrible. In the meantime, for those people who enjoy summer, it's summer outside. And for those of you lucky enough to be in the Northern Hemisphere and having winter, I'm incredibly jealous of you right now. But wherever you are, have a wonderful 2022, and thank you for joining me on this journey.